Hi, I'm Lisa Conrad, and I'm the Digital Scholarship Librarian at CCA. And I'm going to talk about conducting student work critiques online. There are multiple ways that you can do student work critiques online, both asynchronously as well as live. Moodle, Zoom, and VoiceThread are some of the digital tools that CCA offers. Other asynchronous methods include exchanging audio or video recordings, sharing written feedback, and Instagram. But note, there will be privacy issues with using a social media platform. I'm going to focus on using Moodle and Zoom here for asynchronous and live critiques. So first I'm going to show you how to create a peer critique space within a Moodle course using the forum module. A forum offers students the ability to upload files to a shared area and leave comments on each other's work. And the forum posts can be graded or rated, as Moodle refers to it, or they can serve strictly as a means to generate discussion, with final student works uploaded to an assignment module for additional comments and grading. You can use the forum module as a standalone asynchronous critique tool. So let's take a look at creating a forum. So here I am in my course, and I am going to, first off, I'm going to turn editing on. And then I'm going to choose a week to add an activity or resource. I'm going to scroll down through the activities until I find forum. There's a lot of good information here about what's involved in a forum and options that you have. And now I'm going to add it. And now I get the interface where I can add more details and customize this forum. So forum name, I can add the assignment information and then a description and what I would like the students to do in terms of critiquing each other's work. I'm going to stick with a standard forum, which suits peer critiques well. And then there's a couple of other, there's a lot of ways to customize here. I'm going to focus on a couple of these to show you. You can create a due date, you can create a cutoff date for uploads. Do note that the maximum attachment that a student can add is 1.6 gigabytes. And so if you're doing if your students are doing work on large videos, for example, I would suggest that they have them on an online hosting platform and then use embed code to share them here. Subscription is another important area. I suggest that you choose forced subscription, which will take your students to the forum to subscribe to it, or they're automatically subscribed. And then lastly, activity completion. So this is a way that if you choose conditions that are met, then students must, for example, they must post a discussion, so they have to actually upload a work. And then they also have to, you can check that they must post a reply. So if you'd like them to reply to everybody's work, for example, or let's say 5 of the students in the class, you can choose that. And then you can select and expect completed date. And at that time, so now I just wanted to show you the customization. And now I'm going to show you a forum that I've already created. And it's taken from Joshua Ellingson's digital tools class for illustration. And the assignment is getting up to speed in Procreate, which is an iPad tool, or a tool available on iPads with drawings of fancy chickens. So I've got the title, I've got the assignment here, I've got a due date set. And then your students, when they come in here, they will see this option to add a new discussion topic. And this is where they actually upload their work. So they create a subject, they have to write a short message. They could say something about their drawing, for example, and then they can upload their file. Many of your files can be uploaded right into this message box. I suggest that with images that they're centered in the text box, and you can upload them right here. And you also have the ability to change the sizing even once they're uploaded. My recommendation is somewhere around 1,000 pixels by something similar, because that'll be nice and large when you're looking at it in the forum. So other students can really take a good look at it. And then if you're having students do writing, you can have them add it by a PDF, but the students viewing it will have to download that PDF and then give feedback. You can also paste text into the message itself. So if you're writing poems, for example, you can paste the whole of the draft of the poem in here. You can also add a video file here, and you can do that either by, you can also record it by adding an embed link from, say, YouTube or Vimeo. And you can also upload a video file here if directly from your computer, like that. And then you have some different options within that. So after your students have started to add their comments, I have a few examples here to just show you. So here's one of the students' work. This is what it looks like when it's in here. You can navigate to the next work. Here I was trying different sizes to try to get the best drawing. And then you can see here another student commented, "These aren't great. That's not a great critique feedback, obviously." I did include in my assignment some criteria for adding feedback for the students. And then you can continue to navigate through all of the videos. And this is an example of a video from YouTube, and this is one that's been uploaded directly into Moodle. So again, then when your students are ready, they add comments. And then when you go back to it, then you can start to see how many replies there are, how many students have uploaded work and commented on it. And then you can grade it, or you can add comments yourself. So that's an asynchronous way of looking at student work. And now let's take a look at using the forum to display in a Zoom meeting live. So the biggest thing is the types of, what's going to determine what method you use are the types of files that you have. If your students are using images or sound files or videos, they can quite likely show that within the forum, again, within the forum itself. If your students are using more proprietary applications such as AutoCAD or Sketcher 3D, things that are not going to display in here, then I'm going to suggest that you download those files and show them on your computer in their native application in order to conduct the critique. So now let's turn to showing work within Zoom live. So in this case, the first thing that I'm going to do, even before I'm going to schedule a Zoom meeting within Moodle. which is a nice feature. So if I go back here, and if I go to, I'm going to do it for the same week that I'm having students provide feedback. And I'm going to scroll down under the activities and I'm going to select Zoom meeting. And then I get options to, write the topic and describe when are we doing it, and other options. And then I will save that. And then that will also appear. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to save and return to course. And so now you can see I've got the Zoom meetings set up, and at the appointed time, I will go in to that Zoom meeting and I will just click and start the meeting. Because I'm recording this on Zoom, I won't be able to show you what that's like, but I'll show you within this Zoom that I'm recording. So I'm going to go back to my module here, and I'm going to go back to the forum. And one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to close this sidebar so I can take up the whole screen. And then I'm going to prepare this before I actually start the Zoom meeting. And then I'm going to open up the first piece of work that I'm going to show and have that full screen. And then I'm going to go ahead and start my Zoom meeting and then share my screen. And I'm going to just share the browser where I have Moodle set up here. So now all your students can come in and they can look at the work, and if there are comments, they'll be able to see them here, and they can just start afresh discussing this work. And then when you're ready, you can click on the arrow here and you can go straight to the next work. And in this way, you can just navigate through all of the works and discuss them. I also suggest that you perhaps choose a student who will be timekeeper for each of the works. Now, the other options that I did want to mention also are, you can also ask students to just share the screen one by one and show the work from their computer and discuss it. You can also assign small groups of students to breakout rooms for a certain amount of time to discuss each other's work and then come back into the main Zoom. So if you'd like help setting any of this up, or you'd like to delve into other options like VoiceThread, for example, you can just submit a ticket to the help desk and it's going to be routed to the librarians and the instructional designer, and we can work with you to make it happen. Thanks very much.